goddamn, has this game really just gotten... Ugh. I think, I mean, of all the Zelda games, I think, I've said this before, this is the game that does the best storytelling, and this sequence of events here is just the best. It always gives me the chills whenever this happens. I mean, it may sound kind of silly now because just of how often Zelda games have like these big plot twists in the middle. It's like it's easy to see it coming, but I don't know. With this game, I didn't see, you know, it coming with Tetra being Zelda. I can't tell you whether or not I saw it coming with Sheik and Ocarina of Time. I don't think they did as well of a job of hiding it in Ocarina of Time, but in this game, with Tetra being more of a, I guess would tomboyish, which is more of a spunky type of character. It's not the type of character you would expect a Princess Zelda to be, and I think they did a good job hiding it in this game and really turning into a good plot twist. Because when I first saw that scene with Tetra and Ganondorf, and he says, "I found you, Princess Zelda," I was shocked. I was shocked by it, and that right there, that's why Tetra may just be my favorite character in the Zelda series, just because of her attitude, and it turns out that she turns out to be Princess Zelda. I think she's the best Zelda, I guess I should say. I don't know if she's my favorite character overall, but man, it's just the storytelling in this game is just fantastic. Even though, in general, the basic outline of it is pretty similar to other Zelda games that feature Ganon, but it's the most well done version of that. And to even add more to it, we have Hyrule here under the sea. It's just so well done. It's so mysterious in some ways, and they really do a good job of progressing it from a little boy going to save his sister into so much more. Now we have this ancient kingdom under the sea here, and the whole world's at stake, and suddenly this pirate girl that we met is the princess of this kingdom, and it's so much to digest, and it's such a well-told story. I really do think this is the most well-told story of the Zelda series, is the one for Wind Waker. Okay. So there's this is where he tells the story of the Hero of Time, which it's no coincidence that it is the same one from... I mean, he's telling the story about Ocarina of Time right now, so... and he's pretty much going to reveal to us what I kind of leaked earlier when I first visited the castle, as we're basically a descendant of the hero. Oh, actually... No, I'm still getting ahead of myself. Never mind. Jeez, I'm spoiling the hell out of this game, but oh well. But I mean, I guess it's no secret. It really isn't much of a secret that we are kind of a, in some way or another, a descendant of the hero. But as he's explaining right now I can finally get into the really annoying part of this game. And what may be the most notorious part. The 8 shards of the Triforce of Courage is spread around the world, and we need to find them. So, I'm actually gonna kind of start on that now. So yes, we do need to find those 8 shards, and we can start on that right now. And what I'm gonna do, because God, there's so much to digest now. Let's warp first of all. Let's see if it shows up on the map too. What I'm thinking about. Because we still don't have enough power in our Master Sword. Okay, so you see on our map here, there are two places, north and south, marked off. Those are the next 2 dungeons, the Wind Temple, which is up north, and the Earth Temple, which is down south. And going through these dungeons, we'll be able to restore part, restore power back to our Master Sword. So once we complete these 2 dungeons, our Master Sword will be fully recharged to its original state. I'm actually going to go to Mother and Child Island first to get those items I'm supposed to get. So you need to do that, but not only do you have to do that, but you also have to assemble the Triforce of Courage and get those 8 shards. So what I'm going to do is spread it out, so I'm not getting all those all at once. Though to be honest, it probably is better for you to get all those all at once and do the temples as early as possible, because that way you can get the dungeon items from those temples, and those will become handy in getting the 8 Triforce shards. But I'm going to try to plan it out so I can kind of spread those out, so it's not, so I don't have like one big chunk of the LP with me getting those. Right here, by the way, is an interesting Great Fairy who kind of resembles a certain character from Skyward Sword. And, well, a lot of people, well, Fie, I guess I should say the name. That's not spoilers. Fie's like a main character in the game. Shut up, man. You're not spoiling anything. Yeah, like when the concept art of Skyward Sword was... Actually, was it this character? Or was it like the Great Fairies in general? But yeah, when the concept art was revealed for Skyward Sword, a lot of people thought it was this character that was appearing. Or, I don't really know if people thought it was this character, but sure as hell looks like him. Or looks like her. Her, not him. Why the hell did I say him? I must be crazy for thinking this is a guy. Yeah, it's weird how she has like a puppet of the Great Fairies that we've been seeing. She just kind of smashes it. Leaves you to think of what she feels about those fairies. Speaking of fairies, we have one sparkling blue and one red. What could that possibly mean? They're gonna go into our soul, apparently. And I don't know what they're... I don't know how this translates us to getting arrows. But yeah, that's how it works, apparently, in the Zelda universe. We have the fire and ice arrows, and we need these to progress in the game. God, there's so much to explain. There is a lot to digest. So on the 2 islands that have the 2 remaining dungeons, they're inaccessible to us as of right now. God, there's so much to explain. We need a certain item from the overworld here in order to enter the dungeons, and we also need to speak to a certain character. But God, I don't even know how to explain this. I mean, I know a lot of you have played Wind Waker, so there's really... I mean, that's kind of the funny thing about this, is that, it's a freaking Zelda game. I shouldn't really have to explain it. Because I'm sure most people who are watching this have played the game. I don't know why I have to explain it. Ugh, jeez, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't really done a good job of explaining this. But there's just a lot we need to do. That's really all there is to say. There's a lot to do. There's the Triforce shards, and there are the dungeons. That's really it. But getting into the dungeons is quite a process. And actually, the Triforce shards themselves... That's a weird camera angle. Is that a fairy that's actually blocking? I think that's a fairy blocking our way. I never have seen anything like that before. Alright, so I'm just gonna show what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna go... is it really... No, it's not worth showing. Whatever. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go down south here and show what the hell I'm getting at here. Just to kind of do it. So I can stop bugging myself with the trying to explain what the hell is going on. I mean, really, the game has just changed tremendously now. That's... Ooh, we have a fairy... I might as well go to this. We have a fairy island right over here. I mean, this game... this is what I like about this game so much, is that there really is a lot to do in it, and you're not just on one big linear path. And it becomes pretty interesting once you get to this part, because now you're free to set the bomb down. Come on. Still haven't gotten used to 2-button controls after so long. I really need to end this episode soon too, which is probably a good idea. I'll do it once I go to the island where one of the dungeons is. Or I should say temple. Temple's a bigger word, because these are going to be larger dungeons than the ones that we've been doing. I don't know what upgrade this is going to give us. But yeah, this game, it just changes so immensely once you get to this point, because now we're just free to do just about anything we want. Unfortunately, you can't do these two temples in any order you want. You have to do them Earth Temple and then Wind Temple, which doesn't really make I mean, you know, it really doesn't make sense to restrict them to that order. I personally think you should be allowed to do them in different orders, because I don't think you need the item to get in those temples in the other ones. So, wow, another bomb upgrade. I guess, yeah, it's definitely max. 99 is max, so that's good. Good to get that one out of the way. I would have rather gotten a quiver upgrade, because I don't really care about max bombs. 60 bombs is enough for me. I personally would just prefer one bomb upgrade and one arrow upgrade, and that'd be enough for me. I don't even know how long this episode is. I apologize if it is long, but this has been a lot to do. And you know, there have been a lot of cutscenes in this episode, and I do put the skip buttons, so I don't know if people actually choose to skip those or not. So, you know, I did originally intend when I started Twilight Princess to make the episodes with heavy cutscenes in them to be longer, so might as well just continue doing that here. I haven't really held up on that word though. But whatever. This island right ahead is where we're heading for. And it shouldn't take too long. Usually whenever I go from square to square, I'm not going to speed up. There's just no point in doing it. So we're just going to hang together a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Why won't you? Don't start singing. Don't start singing, even though that is a good song. Just a little bit longer. No, don't start singing. Don't start embarrassing yourself. You've already embarrassed yourself enough. I feel like. God, there's just so much to do. I love this game. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, that's right. I went there. Yeah, there really is a lot to do, and I do not know where to start. It's nuts. And that's what I love about this game. It is, you know, it's the only 3D Zelda game that really does. Well, no, I would say Ocarina of Time. Never mind. What am I even saying? I'm basically talking about freedom in 3D Zeldas, which I don't think is done as well in the 3D Zeldas as it is in the 2D ones, but this game is definitely the one that allows the most freedom to just explore and, you know, do things how you want. And I'm definitely gonna try my best to come up with the good order of doing things here, because there is just so much to digest, and just a lot on our plate. That's basically the best way I can describe this part of the game. It's just, there's so much on our plate right now. And I'm sorry if I'm doing a poor job of explaining it, but it's so much to do. So much to do. Okay. So this is where the next temple is, basically. This is where the Earth Temple is. This will be the next temple. I don't know when we're going to do this. But you can see here we have this big rock with a face on it, and we cannot get it out of here. Bombs will not get rid of this. Actually, we're going to have a message right here. Hey. The king can probably do a better job of it. See, that's another thing. The freaking boat's the king. Like, we were riding the king this whole time. Yeah, it's just crazy who, like, who these people are. Okay, so there's a certain item that we need to pick this up. And we will figure out where that is next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for... I hope I didn't do too poorly of a job, you know, setting up this part of the game, but, you know, the cutscenes kind of do a good job of it themselves, so, whatever. But yeah, next time we will... I guess next time we will search for the item that we need to actually enter this dungeon, but, mind you, it will be a while before we do this temple, so, yeah. I'll see you next time on Let's Play Wind Waker. Peace out, everyone.